Okay, so for today's video, we're gonna be talking about the story of me or myself um, in three pictures. So, without further ado, let's begin. So the first picture, it's my family. My sister. That was for my sister's third birthday. You can see the cake and. Uh, that photo is so cute. So, okay, that was exactly 10 years before my parents even thought about having a third child. It's really funny. Why did I take this picture? Because it represents where I grew up. You know, my mother, my father, always so happy and so playful. He's something that I admire from him is that he can always be like a child and not be afraid of it. It's really admirable. Uh, then we have my older brother and my older sister. They were my models when I was growing up. My sister studied uh, medicine, and my brother studied psychology and social communication. They both studied here in Universidad de La Sabana. It was, yeah, and I think that because of them, it's the reason why I'm studying here. Well, as you may know, I was born in Tunja. So yeah, well, this picture represents where I grew up, where the first place where I had my education, where I was born, where, yeah, I was brought here to this world, the people that I'm surrounded of, and the ones that I most love and have confidence with. So yeah, that's the first picture, the what they reflected on me because yeah, your parents they say that your way of being, your act, your personality, it's heavily influenced by your parents, even if you want it or not. And yeah, I think that they are the reason why I am what I am, and I am a very well. I consider myself to be um, a nice person who likes to give, and to be at service. And that's going to be the second picture. That are actually this whole frame is one picture, but it's a collage. So here I've gathered some of the most I don't know, most personal memories of giving to others. The one in the left was from a visit that I did on to a friend's foundation. She teaches to kids in Cajica, and it was really fun. We made activities with the kids. We played with them. We made them. I went with some friends that study economics. So we taught them, we made them a little game in which every single one of them offered a service. So this girl offered face painting. So you had to pay her for her work. And yeah, we had to pay the girl to paint our faces. And it was funny because she got, I don't know why, I I don't know if my face looks like paintable or something like that, but she got inspired and started painting my forehead, my cheeks, my chin. She painted me a mustache. The kids grabbed the painting, the yeah the colors, and started chasing me to paint me. I don't know. It was really funny, and yeah, that reflects, one, the thing that I'm most passionate of, and that's education. Education. I love educating. Just giving, advice to someone, listening, uh, just giving to others is just best thing for me. And the one in the right was a visit that we did in a charity trip. It was last year on December. We went to a school to work for a week, to paint the school, to work there, and so we also fixed a lot of the stuff there in the school. Yeah, it was in a country hill, in the middle of nowhere, and that the children were very humble. We taught the kids, we talked with them, we talked with their families. It was really touching. And for the last day of the work, some of the people that were working, we gathered a group and we went to the uh, ancianato. I don't know how do you say that in English. I don't remember. But we went to El Ancianato, and we visited the old people. And so there I got to meet this fella over here. I got to know his history. It was really touching. And the thing about that is that they always advise you that the old people, I don't know, I like to have older friends because they can always advise you from experience. Uh, and his story was touching. He had a family. He was abandoned there. Uh, it was like a prison for him because he couldn't leave. Well, he could leave, for going to the church. But yeah, he had to come back to the house, and he said that he felt like in prison. It was touching. About a month ago, I went to the same ancianato to visit him again, and I got the word that he passed away just right after we went that first time on December. Um, it was touching. It was touching, and through that is that I reinforce myself. I That gives me forces. He basically what he wanted to do was just tell me to get away from some stuff, that he couldn't, that he regretted, and that also to fight for what's right, for what's just, you know, for my rights, for my values, for my principles. That's what I can keep till I'm dead. And that's basically the thing that I'm gonna leave when I'm gone from this world. So, so yeah, that's two main things about my story. That, and the third one, it has to be, even though that I can be looking all alone with a mountain ahead of adversities, of risks, of challenges, of things, and also things that I have to carry on my back, I will always have present with me the pictures that I've shown before. My principles, uh, strengthened by service, by my friendships, by what I'm surrounded of, my family, who I know they will always be with me, uh, even with the craziest decisions that yeah, with the crazy decisions that I take, I know that they will be with me. Uh, and also, yeah, I'll always have that on my mind, and that'll give me the forces to go ahead, even though if I'm lonely, or I'll never be lonely as long as I have that, and nobody can take away that from me. And uh, also the main thing for me, it's God. He'll always be with me. I'll always have His unconditional love, even if I've sinned or if I've done wrong. He'll always be with me, and yeah, that's that's the story of me. In just 3 pictures. It was difficult picking just 3 of them. Yeah, yeah, that's about me. And oh, something about this particular picture is that I am just with nature, you know. I like I like running uh, in places that I've never visited before, because I like to explore. I like to explore, and I like to adapt to the different environments. So, for example, if I'm running on a mountain that has no uh, street, then I have to adapt to the road. Uh, if I'm running uh, on a plane, you know, I like that, and I like to explore. Also, I have one particular taste for music, but mainly it's indie music. But I'm a I'm a bit strict with it because I like silence. I love a sentence that Beethoven said. He said, "If you're gonna uh, if you're gonna change silence with other sound, then make that sound worth changing the silence."